What do we really know about clouds? They frame our skyline, create picturesque sunsets, and cast a dull grey over whole cities. But what are these meteorological giants, and what makes them in all their various shapes and sizes? In this video, I'm going to explain how clouds come into being and why we have so many variations on your friendly neighbourhood cloud. Well, for a start, let's look at how clouds are made. This is all part of a process called the water cycle. This is a pattern by which lakes and seas evaporate and plants transpire under the heat of the sun. As the evaporated water rises into the sky, it cools or condenses and becomes clouds. These clouds then precipitate down on us and the water runs into our lakes and seas, and the cycle continues. That's the how, but the why eluded scientists until 1875 when Jean-Paul Cuvier discovered cloud condensation nuclei. This is the theory that at the centre of every raindrop or snowflake there's a microscopic amount of dust or smoke holding the whole thing together. So scientists now knew there was only three conditions necessary to create a cloud. Those are moisture, cloud condensation nuclei, and a change in temperature or pressure. So to demonstrate this to you, I've arranged a small experiment. If you take your water moisture, your cloud condensation nuclei, and a vessel for temperature or pressure change, you add the moisture to the bottle, only about a small amount, enough to cover the base. Then you take any kind of smoke or dust that you can add and use the pressure from the bottle to suck some of that in. We now have moisture and smoke inside the bottle. If we seal it properly and take a close look at the bottle, when we apply pressure, it's absolutely clear. But when we release, a fog appears. If we repeat this over time, then a very dense fog appears. Once we have that, we can remove the cap and observe that from the top, a small amount of cloud will be released. This isn't smoke, this is actually water moisture suspended around dust or smoke particles. Now you may have heard of cirrus or stratus clouds on the weather and wondered, what does that mean to me? These names are actually part of a very simple naming structure created by pharmacist and amateur meteorologist Luke Howard in 1803. By using four simple Latin phrases, he described the appearance and structure of the clouds we see every day. By manipulating these words, Howard managed to describe all the variations of the clouds that we see every day, from our low altitude, cumulus, stratus, and stratocumulus, the mid-height, altocumulus, and altostratus, and the high altitude cirrus and cumulonimbus, also known as mackerel sky. So a quick recap of what we've learned. We know that clouds are part of an endless cycle called the water cycle, and we know that all you need to make a cloud are water molecules, cloud condensation nuclei, which is just dust or air pollution, and a change in temperature or pressure. We also know that clouds were classified according to their shape and height in the sky by Luke Howard.